Yo! Alright guys, so I got some new lighting. My studio is completely changing. Well, not really my studio, my bedroom. I feel like I'm too dark right here, and I'm too bright right here. Like, I don't know. But alright, just work with me though, just work with me. But guys, the weebs are down bad. I'm not talking down bad, I'm talking down bad, you feel me? And don't get me wrong, I get it. Quarantine has made everybody down bad, you know what I'm saying? We haven't been seeing each other as we should be seeing each other. But that does not give you the excuse to vent out your frustrations online. Cause yo, thirsty comments already existed, but I'm seeing a lot more thirsty comments. Especially under this cosplay this chick did with the cart titan or whatever. Like, I see what you're seeing, like, trust, I see what you're seeing. But I'm only gonna like it and keep it pushing. But I've also noticed a lot of comments that people are leaving are comments about, you know, how they want a girl that's cute and that likes anime. And that's facts. Like, it's every weeb's dream to have, like, you know, like, attractive partner to watch anime with. That's when you can experience heaven. And don't get me wrong, I am in the same boat. I love to have a chick right next to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just watching some One Piece, like, yo, like, I'd be in heaven too. But as I've been seeing these kind of comments, it kind of reminded me of a story. It's not a crazy story or anything, but you know, I thought you guys might still like it. So this is the story of when an attractive girl wore an anime shirt to my class. Now let me give you a little bit of information though. So I'm not sure about your school, but at my school, the weebs there were built different, bro. They were just solidly built different. Every single one of them had already awakened their visual prowess. And if you were a female wearing any kind of Japanese anime shirt or whatever, and if you're in a 1 mile radius, they will peep that. And they'll flash that right into their face, bro. Hey, I like your shirt, you know, I'm into anime too, you know, are you free after class? You know, we can go to the library and talk some more about anime. Let me take it out of Starbucks, you know, we can have a quick chat. Or you can come back to my dorm and I can make you sound like a hen. There was some serious business. But with this in mind, let's continue on with the story. So this was my sophomore year in college, first week of class. I believe it was my English class. Now, during this time, I actually wasn't wearing too much anime drip, you know, because I was actually hitting the gym. I was actually wearing more dry fit shirts, you know, that way I can flex some muscles, you feel me? But don't get me wrong though, I've been steady rocking the anime drip since day one. I was just taking a little bit of a break this time. So this was my first day of English class, alright? And I showed up there about 5 minutes before class started. As I was walking to my seat, I was kind of scanning the room, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to see if I'm gonna have any homies in here. I'm gonna try to see, you know, if there's any cute girls in here. And I'm looking for the people who I know will do all the assignments and will let me, you know, review them. But as I got to my seat, I realized, bro, there was no cool kids in that class. I knew this was about to be a boring class. And don't get me wrong though, you know, I saw some weebs in that class. But like, I know some of you guys might take offense to this, and you know what, I'm sorry, and I just don't know how to explain this. But the weebs in that class look like they played Yu-Gi-Oh! And like, there's nothing wrong with playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But for some reason, like, they have this look to them, they have this drip. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all have to know what I'm talking about. And based on my experience with these kind of kids, I don't click with them. They seem like the passionate kind of weebs. They look like the kind of kids that'll kick me out the group if I said My Hero Academia instead of Boku no Hero. They could have completely been really cool guys, but I don't know and I don't care. But then right before class starts, something happened. So I'm on my phone scrolling through Instagram and everything, and I hear shuffling, like shifting. And I look up and I'm like, you know, what's happening? And bro, an attractive girl comes into the classroom with a Hunter x Hunter t-shirt. And yo, every weeb in the class peeped it. She hadn't even taken 5 steps into the room. But then not even 2 seconds later, I started feeling like this aura. And I'm talking like an evil kind of aura, like sinister aura. I'm talking about lust. Like, yo, I can feel the sinning, I can feel the thirst. They were pushing out their evil aura, bro. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I felt it. These boys were about to start plotting. I swore I saw homie in the back put down a trap card. But yeah, bro, like, I felt their intent, and you know what? I knew this was about to be entertaining. Because I ain't gonna cap, they're kind of awkward. Or at least they look very awkward. And I'm ready to eat my popcorn and watch. Like I said, this is about to be entertaining. So, she sits down kind of close to me. It's kind of like in my, like, diagonal area. It's like, she's not in front of me, she's not to my right, not to my left, but she's like, you know, in that area. And I can feel the stare. Like, I can tell they're all staring at her, bro. Bro. After class ended, she kind of zoomed out of the classroom. Maybe because she felt uncomfortable with all those people staring at her. I mean, there was only about 8 of them, but like, the classroom was like 20, 25 people-ish. So, you know, you're getting close to kind of like the halfway point. But none of them got to talk to her. So then Thursday happens, which, by the way, my English classes were every Tuesday and Thursday, okay? So we see each other twice a week. But on Thursday, I walk into class, and when I tell you, they were not subtle. The homegirl was sitting on the right side of the classroom. They were kind of more on the left and the middle last time. But that day, bro, they were all on the right side. And here's the weird thing. I don't know if they like talked to each other. I don't know if they like knew each other like that or something. But they came together and like made a border around her chair. So let's say she was sitting here. There's a person in front of her, right, left, behind, all right, and like the edges, you know what I'm saying? Like she was boxed in. And I almost busted out laughing, bro. Like I walked in there and I almost I knew this was just gonna be good, bro. It's gonna be good. But I started walking and I realized that one of them took my seat. Because remember, I was kind of like diagonal to her, so he took my spot. Which I would not have mind, because technically we don't have assigned seats. You know, in college you don't have any assigned seat, but if I sit in a spot and I'm comfortable, that is now my assigned seat. And it's kind of like one of those unspoken rules in college, you know what I'm saying? Like if some person usually sits in that spot, like that's their seat. Don't touch it. But I'll allow it because this is gonna be entertaining. This is gonna be funny. So I was gonna sit in the seat that was behind my seat I was sitting originally. However, as I was walking to my seat, one of the weebs gave me a look. And I didn't like this look. He gave me this look like he looked down on me. Like as if I could never get her. I don't know, like it was something about that look and I just didn't like it, okay? I did not like it. I took it as a challenge because he does not know who he's messing with. Like, bro, I look better. I'm smarter than you. I talk better.
I hustle better. I can get $1 quicker than you. I talk better. I walk better. My shoes fit me better. I get paid more than you.
You have made a grave mistake because now I am in the game. I will show them that I am the top weeb. And I'm gonna prove that to them because, yo, they tried me. And don't get me wrong though, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I wasn't interested in her. But I don't jump at every single attractive girl I see. And yes, she was wearing a Hunter x Hunter shirt, which got my attention, but I need to dig a little bit deeper. I need to know if she's like a basic anime person that maybe seen like a couple of the major anime, or if she actually watches anime. If she wore a shirt of an anime that not too many people know about, then I will like marry her. But let's do this. Here's the thing though, you know what I'm saying? I have the weeb knowledge. They're doing it all completely wrong. And to be honest, you don't even need to watch anime to know that what they're doing is creepy. And girls aren't gonna like that. So they're all on the right side, I decide to sit on the left. The girl comes in, notices that it's a lot of people on the right side, and she decides to sit on the left side. But nothing else really happens that day. Next Tuesday, the weebs are kind of more scattered throughout the classroom, and my man still took my spot from last time. I'm like, yo, bro, like, get out. But she doesn't show up. However, next Thursday was when my plan really started. I happened to check out the syllabus and noticed that there was an in-class assignment happening that day. Now, based on my previous knowledge, when there's an in-class assignment, usually you're working with a partner. Usually I get there like 5 minutes early, but this time I only got there 1 minute early because I was hoping that she would already be there by the time I got there. And she was. And I decided to sit behind her. Now, homeboy took my spot was like 2 rows away. I'm not sure he knew my plan or nothing, but you know, he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy that I walked in class and I sat right behind her. He tried to threaten me or something like that. He gave me this stare and bro, I stared right back at him. I'm like, hey chief, you don't know who you're messing with. So 30 minutes into class and we had our in-class assignment. And the teacher said to partner up. I didn't quickly tap her shoulder, but I waited for her to like look around for a second and then I said, hey, would you like to be my partner? And she said yes. That's it. That's a wrap. All I needed was an interaction. So we got the chatting and talking and ooh, I know they were heated. I felt the stares, I felt the glares, and I enjoyed it. But we finished the project, turned in the assignment, and then we left. Next class, I come in there a little late. I sat right behind her again and I said, hey. She said, how's it going? We have a little bit of a conversation before class starts. Yes, sir. You can guess it. Like, yo, my mind. But as the classes go on, you know, we talk more, we chat more, we're cool, we're becoming actual acquaintances. And I noticed that some of the weebs try to talk to her, you know what I'm saying? Like, she would come in wearing like some kind of like Japanese shirt or something like that. And one of them would compliment her shirt and she just say thanks and brush it off, bro. Hold this L. Like, she was not trying to talk to nobody else, but best believe when I came in, you're a boy. She was all like, KT-sama. Alright, I'm kidding. I think it's because she's constantly getting hit on, like she's used to people always hitting on her. She brushes them off because, you know, she thinks they're like everybody else. But since me and her have already made that connection, since we've already kind of became friends, it's different. I'm different. But a few weeks later, we get another assignment and we actually worked on it in the library. And since that time, we've kind of hung out in the library a few times. And as we're in the library, we're talking, we're having a good time. And then one day she says, man, I'm so glad I met you because, you know, you're such a cool person. But little does she know that this was all according to my plan. This was calculated. This wasn't random. Now at this point, we're basically friends, you know what I'm saying? We give each other hugs and all that kind of stuff. But I just needed to put some icing on the cake. I needed to make sure that the weebs knew they had completely lost. So one day we met up before class, we went to go to the vending machine or something like that, get some snacks, and as we walked into class, I had my arm around her. It was kind of like a side hug kind of thing, you know, nothing serious. But to them, it looked like we were dating, it looked like we were a couple. And the faces they had, yes sir. Don't try me ever again. But to conclude this story though, I found out that she wasn't into anime, as I was cautious about. The shirt she was wearing was actually her boyfriend's, which she never acted like she had one, because I'm not gonna cap. If I didn't see her post him on her Snapchat story, I would not have known. She does not act like she has a boyfriend. To be honest, she kind of acts like she's for the streets. Okay, she's not for the streets, but you could definitely find her on Friday night. Like, she was always going to the club, always going to parties and everything, and like, she was dancing with some guys, and they didn't look like her boyfriend. Hey, that's none of my business though, you know what I'm saying? That's none of my business. She was still a cool person. talking, we were still cool friends, you know, she needed some help, you know, I'd help her out whenever she needed help, blah, blah, blah. But I made sure, though, that we looked like the lovey-dovey best couple. I'm talking about rent-a-girlfriend type beat. It looked like we were a couple walking in that classroom and walking out. I wanted to make sure they knew. And best believe the guy never looked at me like that again. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the story. I'm not sure if you guys really enjoyed it or not. But let me say something, though. Notice how I didn't do any kind of stalking, okay? We don't stalk. We didn't do anything creepy. I didn't do anything that would make her uncomfortable. It was legit a simple plan of me being in the right spot at the right time. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that we all stalk Instagrams, we all stalk Facebooks and all that kind of stuff. But just be sure, when you're doing that, you don't like or follow or anything like that. Because I actually did that to my Spanish teacher, and yo, okay, you know what? That's the story for another time. That's for another time, yo. I'll see y'all later.